Hola chicas! So today we are going to get started with our eyebrows, which is unusual for me, but I wanted to try something different. And I am using the Benefit for eyebrow pencil. So I am going to be using that. I think they only have like 3 or 4 shades. So I'm using one of those, and this is going to be a very glam date night look. I wanted to create something different, so that's what we're gonna do. And like I said, we started with our eyebrows, which is unusual for me because I usually start with my foundation. So now that I've done my eyebrows with the pencil, I am going to clean all of that up just to sharpen that area. So just to make it more sharp, more edgy, more clean, it's gonna make your eyebrows look pretty much perfect. And all I do is I just take concealer or foundation. In this case, I'm using the same foundation, and with a small concealer brush, I just clean it up and I do the bottom and the top. And like I said, that's gonna make your eyebrows look fierce. You just have to do this if you're going to do a glam look. And now that we've done that, we're going to our eyes, and I'm going to be priming our eyes with the Smashbox 24-hour eyeshadow primer, which is excellent. It's very soft and creamy, and it's definitely keeps your eyeshadow in place all day, and it makes the color of the eyeshadow appear just as it does on the palette, because usually your pigmentation or skin pigmentation can change the color. Well, this is going to prevent that, so always use a primer. And I am just going to apply an eyeshadow that or a powder close to our skin color. And here I am going to get started with the Anastasia Modern Renaissance Palette, and I'm going to start with the color Buon Fresco, which is like a mauvey pink color, and we're going to be using that on our crease. And I'm just using the same brush that came with the palette, and we're going to be using wiper back and forth motion, really soft. And then we're going to be using the Venetian red, and we're going to be applying that on our crease with a smaller crease brush, but we're going to be applying that only to our outer corner crease. And we're going to be doing like a C shape, so it's going to go on our lid also. And then we're going to take the color Antique Bronze, which is a beautiful brownish color, but it's like brown and gold glitters in there. And we're going to be using a Real Technique small brush, and we're going to be applying that also on our crease, but closer to our lid area, just to intensify the crease, just to make it more depth. And then we're going to be using a Morphe brush. This is from their new Chrome collection, and we're just going to be blending all of that together, because remember, we don't want any harsh lines. And we're going to take the color Vermeer from that palette, and we are going to be applying that on our lid with a regular eyeshadow brush. And remember, ladies, use whatever you can afford and whatever you have in hand. And back to the palette, we're going to be mixing the color Golden Ochre and Tempera, and we're going to be using that on our brow bone. As I've said in many videos before, I am not a fan of using glittery or not glittery, but like shimmery colors on my brow bone. I don't know why, I'm just not a fan, so I always use a matte color. And here I am again with that chrome brush, just applying, just blending everything together. And I dropped my brush, but I found it, yay! So I'm going back with that Real Technique brush, and we are going to be using the color Buon Fresco, and we're going to be applying that on our lower lash. And now we're going to use primer. I had already primed my face, but I just wanted to use a little bit more just to show you guys. And this is a Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer, the Pore Minimizing. Girls, you have got to get this. This is amazing for all of us that have big pores. And we are going to be using foundation, applying our foundation. This is the 24-hour Infallible Pro Matte Foundation from Loreal. I've tried this before and I didn't really like it, but then I used the makeup sponge with it, and it makes all the difference in the world. I mean, the brush was not working for me. My skin, I do have oily skin, so this foundation is perfect for oily skin. But if you use the makeup sponge, is going to be applied a lot smoother, more like an airbrush finish. And here I am applying concealer, and I'm using the Smashbox Studio Skin 24-hour waterproof concealer. It is very creamy, and it has a lot of coverage, so I highly recommend that. And I'm going to be blending that also with the makeup sponge. And now I'm going to do something that I didn't do before, and I started doing it, and I'm actually liking how it looks. So I'm taking my Mary Kay setting translucent setting powder, and with the same damp makeup sponge, I cannot speak, I am going to be applying that right on top of the concealer just to kind of set it. Before I would just do it with a dry brush and just a little bit. So now I'm doing that. I guess now that's called like baking. I don't do it underneath the contour line. I just do it there, and I truly, truly love how it looks at the end. So here I am going to do my contour, of course, using my Tarteist palette. Everybody knows this is my favorite one. I do have other products that I will probably try to use in other videos just so you guys can see the difference, but this is my favorite. So we're going to be contouring, and now we're going to contour our nose using the same palette. I always try to contour my nose when I'm doing like a glam look. I do have, well, it's not really wide, my nose, but if you can make it thinner, why not? So we're going to take the Real Techniques brush, and we're going to be removing all of that setting powder, just cleaning it up, and I love the way it looks afterwards. So we are going to be taking our e.l.f. blush palette, and we're going to be using that color that I pointed out. It doesn't really have a name, and I am just applying that just regular with a regular brush blush. And just to blend everything together, I'm using again that damp makeup sponge because I just love to blend everything together. So we're going to go back with that Real Techniques brush, and we're going to go back to our lower lash line and use the same color that I used before, the Blonde Fresco, just to blend everything together after I apply the concealer. And with the with a smaller brush, we're going to be applying the Antique Bronze. And then there we're going to be taking just a cream eyeliner and going to apply that on the waterline. And I am going to use a Wet n Wild Mega Liner. This is one of their liquid eyeliners, and this is in the color Electric Purple. Everybody that knows me knows that purple is my favorite color. Purple is perfect for brown eyes. It makes your eyes stand out. It makes them look lighter, and purple is just perfect. So I got this eyeliner. It was only $3.99 at Walgreens, I think, and I am in love with it. So here I've applied on both eyes. I've done the cat eye, and I've done it kind of kind of intense because it's a glam look. And here we are with the Real Techniques brush, applying again, the same colors that I used previously to my crease just to intensify it. Once you're done with your makeup, you always want to touch up those areas that you think need more makeup or more blending, or whatever the case may be. And here we're going to apply our Koko lashes, and this is Queen Bee lashes. I got this package recently, and I have to say I am really, really liking this lashes, but it's definitely for a glam look. It's not for an everyday kind of look. They're very glam, very elegant, very out there. So I mean, if you like that, hey, more power to you. But for me, this is definitely a date night, going out, partying type of look. It's not an everyday type of look for me. So I am just going to show on the camera how I apply one of the lashes. I'm not going to do both on camera because you basically know. If you guys do want to see how I apply my false lashes and you want a video on it, then definitely comment below and let me know, and I will do that for you guys. The same thing with the eyebrows. So we're going back to the palette, and we're going to take again the Blonde Fresco color. I am probably killing it, and I lied. I did not take that color. I took the Vermeer color, which is like a frosty cream color, just to apply it on our inner corners, just with a small shadow brush. And of course, we're going with our Dose of Colors liquid lipsticks. Everybody knows that brand is my favorite. Love the formula in the shade Stone. So here I'm just going to do my lips, and this is basically the final look. I did not apply highlight. I wanted to go with a matte finish today. So this is the look for today. I hope you guys enjoy it, and please don't forget to share, like, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done it already. Bye, chicas.